Now it is election season in France, and with the round one of voting, one thing is clear, that France is polarized like never before. Now one side is centrist Emmanuel Macron, the other far-right Marine Le Pen. The second round of voting is on the 24th of April, so without wasting any time, both challengers have started knocking some doors here. The incumbent went to eastern France, where he spoke to health workers who were agitated with their pay and working conditions. The pandemic hit the French healthcare sector, so Macron's policies towards this sector remain crucial. He engaged in a back and forth with medics who said their pay increases were not enough to fend off the rising costs of living. One man was seen visibly crying as well.
On nous a donné 183 euros, on ne le ressent
Monsieur
pas.
Macron, améliorer nos conditions de travail.
Bien sûr, donnez-nous les moyens de sauver, de soigner les gens dans le respect. Ils souffrent. Le problème, on ne peut pas les prendre en charge tous. Donnez-nous les moyens, ouvrez des lits.
Meanwhile, challenger Marine Le Pen arrived in northern French town of Vernon, where she was welcomed with cheers and applause. This after she ended her campaign in central WION region, where she did what any leader in the opposition would do, accuse Macron of doing very little in the past 5 years and promised to do everything if elected, working on rising cost of living, slash taxes on food and fuel, and change the structure of the European Union.
Prenez conscience qu'au-delà de l'augmentation du gaz, du fuel, de l'électricité et du carburant auquel les Français sont confrontés aujourd'hui, il y a un autre nuage noir qui arrive sur la tête des Français et qui va être l'inflation des prix de l'alimentation. Déjà, cette inflation s'est fait sentir depuis l'arrivée d'Emmanuel Macron à la tête de l'État. Les fruits et légumes, par exemple, ont augmenté de 25%.
Far-left leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon missed the cut-off by a few points here. He urged his supporters to not cast a single vote in favour of Le Pen. Mélenchon had gathered at 21.9% of the votes. This is 7.7 million plus voters, so this is a voter base that both Macron and Le Pen are trying to woo. Let's come to the promises that the two sides have made, starting with the economy and employment. Macron and Le Pen have both promised tax cuts, but the incumbent has said that only some people will be granted welfare benefits. On the other hand, Le Pen will increase social benefits for the French people. Macron has vowed to gradually raise the retirement age from 62 to 65. This is seen as an unpopular choice here among voters who are already facing a cost of living crunch. On the other hand, the far-right candidate plans to cut retirement age to 60 for those who started working before the age of 20. We next come to immigration, a core issue in this year's election. Le Pen is known for her anti-immigration stance, but now she has promised to halt abuse of right to asylum. Le Pen plans to bring in a referendum on restricting immigration, whereas Macron has decided to strengthen the country's free borders to eliminate illegal migration. The French president is also in talks to form a new group to get rid of extremism. The body will include clergy, laymen and women. He wishes to give Islam a French makeover. On the other hand, Le Pen has taken an eye-raising pledge to ban Islamic hijab in public areas. Remember, full-face veils are already banned in France. When we come to the European Union, Le Pen has backtracked from her plans to exit the European Union, but she believes that French laws should supersede the EU laws. Meanwhile, Macron is an ardent Europhile who believes in working towards the bloc. The Nato Alliance, another issue that the two leaders stand on opposing ends of. Le Pen has plans to pull France out of the defence alliance. However, Macron has no such plans, but he and his party believe in strengthening French military so that it no longer is dependent on the United States. The runoff vote is said to be much closer than in 2017. Opinion polls show the same. Macron is expected to back around 53% and 47% for Le Pen. Another poll suggests Macron could have only a razor-thin win with 51% versus 49% here. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.